Hi, thank you guys for coming in. I don't know, it looks like the bottom of my screen's a bit blurry, but let me know if you can see me. Hi Bukola, thank you for coming in. Give me a 1 if you guys can hear me properly, because I'm not using my earphones today. So just let me know if you guys can hear me properly. Awesome, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Hi Deborah, thank you for coming in. Hi Bukola, thank you for coming in, and thank you guys for sharing. I was just about to grab my tea when I realized that Bukola was rounding up, so I kind of left it in the kitchen, but I'm gonna go ahead and start my introduction. So welcome, my name is Lola. I'm fine, thank you, Deborah. I'm fine, thank you so much. Thank you for asking. I'm much better. It still sounds like I'm a bit froggy, but for the most part, I feel better. Just trying to stay healthy and all that. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Lola, and I help people create money-making products from their ideas. You are watching another episode of the Periscope Circle of Influence. We scope every Tuesday, every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We started the first part of the topic where we're really just discussing business goals, visions, New Year's resolutions, whatever it is that you call that process that you put in place to set yourself up for success in the new year. So before I get into the nitty-gritty of the details, I just want to do some housekeeping. So my number one housekeeping is we started something called the Featured Scoper, and we had 3 nominees on Tuesday. The first nominee is Tamika Gross, the second nominee was Nicole Scoper Walters, and the third nominee was Annetta Works Salley. Now we randomly picked the winner using a tool, I think it's called MiniWeb Tools, and it's a random name picker, and it came out with Annetta Works Salley. Now we're really excited that Annetta is our featured scoper for this week, because part of the reasons why she was nominated in the first place was because of the work that she does with I Celebrate You 365, as well as her support of the Periscope Circle of Influence. So congratulations, Annetta. We're really happy that you have been featured. And I did want to show you guys the feature online, but I'm not sure. Okay, so my laptop is still on. Great. So I will show it to you guys towards the end of the scope. Now the next housekeeping that I have for you guys is the Facebook group. Now we do have a Facebook group that you guys can join. It definitely keeps you up to date with our information, as well as biz tips that we give and resources, and you can ask us questions there as well to help you with your business. And that Facebook group is bit.ly/Periscope Circle of Influence. That's bit.ly/Periscope Circle of Influence. And the next housekeeping for you guys is our website. So we will be putting information up on our website. Basically the newest content that we have on the website is the featured scoper, which is Annetta Works Salley, right? So we have her information on there. Yeah, so we have her information up there, her picture, her bio, any information you need to know about Annetta is on our website. And like I promised you guys, I will show it to you in just a little bit, in just a little moment. Okay, so the website, for those of you who are interested in checking out the website, is www.periscopecircleofinfluence.com. So that's www.periscopecircleofinfluence.com. Okay, so okay, so it hasn't come up yet, so I'm gonna go into the content. So I'm gonna start this content by using a quote that I saw online. I don't remember where I saw it or who said it, but it basically says your dreams don't work unless you do. And ever since I saw that scope, I've really been holding on to it, because it makes me realize that I can set up goals for the new year. Okay, I can write out my plans, I can have a whole calendar set up, but if I'm not working those plans, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, so if I'm not working those plans, if I'm not, taking steps to actualize the things that I've written down, then it really doesn't make any kind of sense. So one thing that I learned from Tamika Gross recently, who was one of our nominees on Tuesday, she was talking about how she had planned out her entire year. Now, I'm not really one to plan out my entire year in details, but I do write out broad goals for the year, right? But she was explaining how she wrote out specifically for each month, each week, each day, content, plans, goals, and things like that for the year. And I thought, wow, that's really disciplined. And that's a point that I do want to get to. At this particular moment, do I have something like that set up? Not quite. Do I have my general goals for the year set up? However, yes, I do. So, if you're the kind of person that can plan out your entire year in full details, absolutely go for it. I'm going to try to do it. I don't know that I would be able to, but it's worth the shot, so I'll give it a try. Also, something else that I did learn, however, that I know is definitely going to work for me. So I usually post my content on the go. I've known for a very long time that it's not effective. However, I've been doing that for quite some time, and now I have decided to switch over to scheduling my posts. Now, if I do have something that pops up in my head that I feel like I need to share with you guys, I will still share that on the go. However, for the most part of it, I will be scheduling my content. So if you're a busy entrepreneur, that's something that you should definitely do, because now that my schedule is really, really packed up compared to before, I find that it's getting more and more tedious to post my stuff on the go. So you want to do that. Now, there are a couple of resources that you can use for that. You can use Hootsuite for that. Some people like it, some people don't. I've used Hootsuite in the past, so I may very well be using it. However, I have been introduced to Buffer, so I do want to check out Buffer. So if that's something that you want to look into, by all means, look into Buffer. Now, someone did tell me about Later, which is, I think, more specifically for Instagram. So if you want to look into Later, for scheduling your Instagram posts, you can definitely check that out. That's an app that you can use for scheduling your content, your social media content, right? So I have Hootsuite, I have Buffer, and I have Later for you. You can thank me later. Okay, so those are 3 free resources that I've given you on this scope that can help you schedule your social media content, so you have no reason, no excuse whatsoever not to have content coming out on your social media platforms daily, or at least 3 times a week, right? So that's one thing that I've given you. Now, the next thing that I did want to share with us is something that I learned this week, actually. I know I mentioned on Tuesday about Buffer is great. Yes, Buffer is really good. Hootsuite I used previously. I don't know that it will do what I wanted to do now, because I haven't used it in a very long time. So I don't know that it still does what I wanted to do, but it's there. I still have the account. If I ever want to, go back to that, definitely I have that available. So the next thing that I wanted to share with us is something that I learned this week, and it's basically about just this week on Tuesday, I mentioned to you guys that I have been trying to create some opt-ins, right, to build my email list. And I've been working with an idea for a while. I even had someone working with me, but I just felt like I kept getting stuck because I was trying to create like a quiz, and the system is very systematic and it's very tedious and stuff like that. But anyways, so that didn't quite work out, and then I started to think, okay, what else can I do as an opt-in? And I remember, I was just like listening to my gospel music like I always do, and I was just like, okay, what do I do? Because I was kind of feeling a bit defeated that idea didn't work out. And then it kind of just came to me, and when I say God talks, like, he really doesn't. This is not even like a cliche or whatever, but like, this is just facts. Okay, and I was just there like listening to my music and trying to reset myself for the for the week or whatever. And I remember that people have been asking me, because I recently published a book on Amazon for new entrepreneurs, and I remember like people were leaving comments on my Facebook and sending me private messages and stuff like that about how I did it. So I decided to come up with a opt-in for that, and I was able to do that. So guys, in your business, as much as you plan, do not be rigid. That's the summary of the story. I had my mind set on doing a specific thing for my opt-in, and it wasn't working out. And I could have really just been like, I have to do this, come rain, come sunshine, I have to do it. But I realized it wasn't working, and I moved on. And that's something that you need to be okay with doing in your business. You need to be comfortable with doing in your business. So you may plan the year, the month, your week, your day, down to the hours, the seconds, whatever. But if something is not working out, you should be very okay with switching gears to something else that will be more productive for your business. So that's the second thing I wanted to share with us. Now, the third thing that I wanted to share with us is getting a planner. Yes, in business, flexibility is key. Absolutely, Deborah. Flexibility is key. The third thing that I wanted to share with us is get a planner. So I know Bukola mentioned Trello. Trello is great. We've been using that collectively and it's been perfect. However, they and Deborah and Bukola can tell you, I have challenges with Trello because I'm more of a paper and pen type of person. That being said, I like to write my stuff and see myself writing my stuff. And that's where my actual planner comes in place, where I write out my ideas and things like that. Now, if you're a digital person, you can definitely do a digital planner like Trello. It organizes you. You can create different cards, different sections for different things you want to do. So you can write out plans for what you want to do, what you're already doing, and what's already done. So you can move things around. It's really great for stuff like that, right? Deborah, I'm rounding up. You can get ready to set up. So you can move cards around to fit where you are right now in your planning steps, and it's really great for that. But like I said, I'm also very much a paper and pen person, so I implement planners. That's something that I do. It's something that works for me, has worked for me for a very long time. You may not be that person, and that's okay. So Deborah's throwing up some emojis. Go ahead and follow her while she goes to set up. Okay, so you know, paper and pen. I don't understand, you speak so much. That's okay, you don't need to be here. Block. So you know, if you are, like I said, if you're like a paper and pen kind of person, then definitely you can do that. So those are my 3 things for you guys today. So number 1, plan as much as you possibly can. The trolls today, oh my lord. Plan as much as you possibly can. Be as detailed as you possibly can. That will set you up for success. Number 2, be flexible in your business. Flexibility is key. If something's not working, be okay with realigning it or coming up with something else that works for you. Number 3, plan. Use a planner or organizer or some kind of tool that would keep you organized. I used to just write my stuff out like in a notebook, and I can show you guys my notebook. Like, this is my notebook. Like, this is what it looks like. It's almost full. Like, you guys can see this. It's almost full, right? You're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. So I used to just write my stuff, but then I found out that it was a lot of work going through my entire notebook trying to find out like what I was looking for in that moment. And remember, time is like very important. Time can convert to money. So if you have that mindset and you have that mentality, then you start to cut down on time wasting activities and, you know, things that you can avoid pretty much. So that being said, I decided that a planner is the way to go in 2017. So once I organize my planner, I will definitely share it with you guys. Okay, so as promised, I said I was going to share with you Dr. Annetta's feature on the website. So I will show you that while Deborah is setting up. So I'm just going to pick this up and flip the screen so you guys can see. And there you have it. That is Annetta Works Salley, and I think I just added doctor to her name. I don't even know if that's part of her name. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought I just gave her like the doctor part of it. I don't think she'll mind, but there's no doctor in her name. Okay, I thought as much. I know she's a pastor, right? And for some reason I said doctor, but this is who she is. Beautiful lady, very inspiring. And this is what we had to say about her. Okay, so if you want to see the rest of the feed to me, go ahead. Yes, she's a spiritual mentor. And I did see like on her page, a couple of people refer to her as pastor. So I don't know if it's an official title, but in any way, she's an anointed woman, very blessed woman, very inspiring woman. I've, you know, gone through her profile and she's been doing some amazing things. So if you're looking for her, she is on I Celebrate You 365 on all platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Periscope. You can definitely find her. Again, the feature can be read on www.periscopecircleofinfluence.com. Yes, Deborah, please go set up. I am done. So www.periscopecircleofinfluence.com. Now, you may be wondering, why should I join this Facebook group? You know, there are a lot of groups out there. What do you guys do? Well, number 1, we communicate in our group. thank you, Bukola, for putting that up. We communicate in our group. So if you're a new entrepreneur and you're just starting up, that is a group you want to be in, because we are very transparent, we're very helpful, we answer questions, and I know that that's something that has been very useful for me as an entrepreneur, and I know that that's something that will be very useful for you guys in your journey of entrepreneurship. Now, if maybe you're not necessarily new, but you just want that support, you see how much we support each other, that's exactly how much we're going to support you, right? So if you have a project that you're working on, we'll support you. If you have questions, we'll support you. If you need tips or whatever, we'll support you. That is what we do. So because I have a little bit of time waiting for Deborah to set up, I will share something that Dr. Annetta has here in her bio that I thought was really powerful. Okay, Deborah is on there, so go read it on www.periscopecircleofinfluence.com. We'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. Thank you for joining us, and go join